Good morning, one and all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Robertson. Good morning, everybody. That's what we used to say at school. I like my headmaster at primary school, Mr. Robertson. He looked like Winston Churchill. He was cool. To bubble or not to bubble? That is the question, Karen T. That really is the question. That really is the question at the moment, isn't it? To bubble or not to bubble? Bubble, bubble, bubble. Well, I think to bubble is okay, like Nanny Di being with us. She's in the house, guys, she's in the house. But where? Where in the house? You haven't seen that yet. You haven't seen the next absolute catastrophe in this household, which is trying to make a room sleepable in for Nanny Di. Let's say good morning. Stuart G, good morning. Lucy Gale, Kath G, Sue Johns, Felicity Cook, Nicholas Straw, Terry Jane Butler, Donna Foster, Amir Mohammed, Brenda McGee, Lorraine Eads, Denise Drummond, Lucy Spacania, Deborah Holdsworth. Oh, I'm pleased you got your card, Deborah. Jojo B, Tina Davis, Shara Louis, Joanne Terry, Annie Brown, Pamela Sharp. Right, before we get cracking, Confessions of a Modern Parent is a really, really interesting one today. It's all about the term snowflake generation. So when you've had a listen to this or watch this, go over there and have a listen. You can get it on iTunes, Confessions of a Modern Parent, and it's the episode Snowflake Generation. Brilliant contributions from Maddie and Carlitos, Lisa's son. Yeah, it's a really interesting conversation about... the reason I was reminded was there was a trailer just came up for Piers Morgan for some reason, and he's a great user of the phrase snowflake. So thank you, Claire Yardley Coco. I hope they are of interest, even if you don't have teenagers. I mean, we all know young people, don't we? Or we all know people with kids, or we all know that there are kids in the world. So, you know, maybe it'll be of interest. We do try and sort of bear in mind the idea that a lot of listeners are young and are children, and some are parents, and some don't have kids at all. Sue Wood, good morning. Dandy Magpie, Kelly Masters, thank you. Can I also say thank you so much for all of your... Late last night, we were chuckling away at the vlog last night, and a lot of your comments and how tickled you all were by certain elements in it. We love it. We love finding out what bits you really enjoy. We also quite love it when the occasional bar humbug or Grinch comes on saying how annoying me and Nadia are, or I am, and all that kind of stuff. And we love the way you all kind of jump to our defence. So thank you very much. Elsa Pop, I did hear that Jeremy Bullock, who played Boba Fett, died. Yeah, I interviewed him a couple of years ago. Might have been one of his last long interviews. I mean, the interesting thing is about Boba Fett was he became a huge character, as Jeremy Bullock himself very humbly would admit. And he said approximately one or two words, which I can't remember what they were. They're pretty significant though. But yeah, he was the original Boba Fett. Obviously, he's not the Boba Fett that's charging around in The Mandalorian at the moment. But it is sad because what with him and David Prowse, Carrie Fisher, you know, there's a sort of generation going, isn't there? Generation going. HW, just watching Vlogmas 7, but paused it for coffee moaning, trying to catch up with all the Vlogmases. They're really funny. They're cheering me up considering I've lost my job. Oh, HW, I'm so sorry. Well, they are there. They are meant as a kind of entertaining distraction. Obviously, the vlog element does mean that there's some ordinary life that goes on. I mean, obviously, you know, there are bits and bobs in our lives that go on, and they just happen to be happening around Christmas, so we chuck them in for good measure. Though, you have got, as we rapidly approach the end of 2020, you have got a few more. You've got a Green-Fingered Hell coming, and you've got probably another weekend vlog and another home time, all coming to you, in which there's obviously mine and Nadia's birthdays, though there isn't a great amount of that, though I do watch the rather brilliant film that Nadia and Gabby Roos edited for me. So you got all of that to come. Haven't watched Christmas Chronicles, Stuart G. Is it worth a watch? Lorraine Lennox, morning from a new family guest, loving the Vlogmas and morning lives. Lorraine Lennox. Now, Lorraine Lennox, welcome. If Nadia was here, she would sing your name badly, but we'll try and remember. Now, the members live, we're going to do tonight at 7:30. I did post something at the crack of stupid o'clock last night. And in the members live, there's an opportunity to win some cards. We're doing another little send out of cards so that the next lot should get to you. Should get to those who won last week, I think. It's playing catch up, and obviously we're getting the cards sent to us because we didn't realise we were going to do so many, and that's taking ages too. Hi Lee, good morning. It's been a while. It has, Lee. I hope you're well. Nadia said you were pissing yourself with our Punch and Judy episode last night. I do. Something does kick in the vlog where I sort of think this is going to go one of two ways if I push this any further. So I kind of turn off my normal barometer or limiters and I just go hell for leather. So I do apologise. I think Nadia does too. Oh my God, you should wait. There is an almighty, insane, I've never heard Kiki laugh quite so much, tussle between me and Nadia in the new wardrobe coming up in one of the vlogs. I don't know where it will land. Christine Saunderson, you won a card last week. Yay! Hi, Jerry Eagle, Felicity Cook. Hi, yeah, hi, Lee. It's lovely to hear you there. Hope you're well. Really hope you're well. Looking forward to meeting you and sitting down properly in the new year and chewing the cud. Very good, Melissa. So, yes, the new look Robin. I showed it to Maddie last night and she was absolutely perplexed, I think is the polite way of putting it. Andrea Crash, what is the meaning behind the recent word of snowflake? In the past, snowflake was about snowflakes coming down when it started to snow. Snowflake generation is a phrase used to suggest that an entire generation or a youngster or a young adult is too gentle and too easily flummoxed and perhaps is a bit too mollycoddled and can't cope with the realities of the world. That's what it's come to mean. And I think it's a really, I mean, and it ranges from Izzy, my eldest, she feels that her generation was called that. It ranges from 20, as old as 27 down to Kiki's age. So we tackle that because there are particular types of people who say it an awful lot. I'm just thinking of Piers Morgan as an example. Erin Tyler Paris, snowflake refers to being very delicate. Being called snowflake always makes me laugh. I most often get called it by transphobes who are wetting themselves over having used different pronouns. It's interesting. One of the things that came through in a lot, because obviously Nadia does it, we do little call outs on our Instagram for your comments, and we read out quite a few of your comments in today's confessions, actually, if you replied on Instagram. And one of the things that really kind of shocked us was the contingent or the element to being called a snowflake, where it's used in a bullying fashion by boys and other girls, actually, to shut up or silence girls who feel sexism is being directed towards them. So it's a way of kind of sanctioning misogynistic or unacceptable behaviour. So that's, it's become much more complicated, actually, than just precisely what you say, Erin. So yeah, it's a really interesting conversation. Yeah, here in the US, Jerry Eagle, snowflake is used a lot for someone who gets upset easily. And as we say, I mean, do head over. It's a really fascinating chat. I mean, I don't pull my punches. I do take aim at people like Piers Morgan and older generations because I do think it's a really angry way for older people, because also folded into the term is an inability to push back against being called a snowflake. Do you know what I mean? Because if you push back against being called a snowflake, the snowflake accuser calls you more of a snowflake. Tim Reed, how was your back after the dance? That's a very good question. I remember having a Pilates teacher years ago who said I was particularly bendy, but I think I'm taking that to the next level. I've never actually been able to even do half a Cossack kick. I don't know if you noticed in the vlog last night, I did half Cossack kicks. I want to try and get really low and do proper Cossack kicks, but you're right, I might rip a kidney out or something. I mean, I did look down half expecting my kidney to be on the floor. You know that strange tear you get to the lower left? Do you know what I mean? It is passive-aggressive, snowflake. It's almost the manifestation of a passive-aggressive word. Anyway, so there you go. Yeah, head over to Confessions of a Modern Parent after this on iTunes. Give it 5 stars if you like it. Give it no stars if you don't. Leave comments, all that sort of stuff. We love all that. Interaction is good. Conversation is better. Nikki Macro, it's the same as the term anti-vaxxer conspiracy theorist. It's just a way to band a whole group of people together and shut them up. It's very true. It's very true. One of the things I've got really cross about, I think it's kind of died away a little bit. I think people realise they couldn't quite go there, is how if you have a query about the vaccination process, people are quick to call you an anti-vaxxer. Connor Holmes, hi Mark, will we get a review of the finale of Mandalorian? Now, I was going to review individual episodes, but I realised the appetite wasn't really there for microscopic detailed analysis of the Mandalorian. But I will be doing I'm going to do a summary of all the episodes since the first 2, what I thought of the series. So there will be a review of that coming. If anyone hasn't seen Raised by Wolves, check it out if you've got Sky. It's Ridley Scott's new series. I think it's quite a rich dystopian sci-fi show. And of course, there's Good Morning Midnight, I think it's called, or is it Good Night? There's the new George Clooney series lands, which I'm kind of drawn to in a weird way. I'm not a massive George Clooney fan. I like him, the man, but I'm not a big fan of his acting. I'm not a big fan of his films particularly. But I am drawn to this one. It's the one that he lost so much weight. He plays a sort of lone, isolated scientist on Antarctica trying to make people not return back to Earth. He gave himself pancreatitis by losing so much weight for the part. Anyway, some of the things that I might be watching, some of the things. I would love who's that? I would love Erin Tyler Paris. I would love a microscopic review of The Mandalorian. All right, Erin, I will give it. Shelby McCabe. It's a good wholesome surname, Shelby McCabe. Shelby makes me think of Peaky Blinders, and McCabe makes me think of Family Friend. So. What was the film about the delivery man called, please? It was by Ken Loach, Sorry We Missed You. As in, often the line that's written on the piece of paper that delivery men put through. Sorry We Missed You. Directed by Ken Loach. Welcome, Shelby. Absolutely welcome. More the merrier. So, what news hath we? Now, hit the thumbs up. We might do the first of 4 newsy, because this is kind of like a newsy area, end of the year quiz. See how much we remember. It'll be about 13 questions later today, and we'll do some on other mornings over the Christmas period. So, but only if you hit the thumbs up. So here we go. What's in the news now? Hospitals, London hospitals are really, really struggling. Got so much bad weather being forecast as well. Have you seen the snow in New York? It's absolutely crazy. So London hospitals are struggling in London as London coronavirus cases are soaring. 1 in 86 people in the capital, they predict, will be infected by Christmas. Some hospitals have declared a critical incident over the weekend during this high-pressure phase. The rate of COVID admissions has more than doubled in the past 7 days at various hospitals. University College Hospital has declared an internal incident on Tuesday, citing insufficient capacity for emergency and COVID patients. I think my mum was at UCH, University College Hospital, on Tuesday. Northampton General Hospital's cancelled operations. So it's looking pretty bleak as the government still maintains that the choice is ours, but the responsibility is a sort of moral one. So going back to that original idea, to bubble or not to bubble, I think it was Lucy Gale, it is a good question. Analysis by researchers at King's College have predicted that 268 new daily cases per 100,000 will be happening by Christmas Day. I have to confess, I was out yesterday in London, and although it certainly wasn't in any way as busy as it normally is, shops were open normally, all the restaurants were closed. Not all the shops were open though, to be honest with you. So I do think Tier 3 will have some impact. But it's just quite a sobering, detail that London's hospitals are creaking at the edges. And this is really before the Christmas rush, and this is really before the seasonal flu moment. Someone at the door, give me 1 second. I'll be back. That's lovely, Tim, our postman. We love Tim. Tim is a good man. I'm in the wrong track. You all believe this bullshit. I'm off. Chris Anton. Oh, Chris, you sound fun. Tell us, what do you believe? Tell us what you believe, Chris Anton. Come on, we want to know. I love the way Chris Anton waited for me to go out of shot. It's the true meaning of a little coward. Oh, I love it. Why so grumpy, Tamar? No, not grumpy, just scared. He's gone, don't worry. That was really funny. That was really funny. Let's do that again. Let's go out a shot and see if someone... Come on, Chris. Come on. That was really funny. Oh, my God. So, yeah, anyway. So, London hospitals going through the roof. Northern Ireland. Anyone here from Northern Ireland? Anyone here from Northern Ireland? Because that's big bloody news, isn't it? Last night. 6 weeks lockdown from Boxing Day. I can't actually believe that. I'm in Northern Ireland, Dandy Magpie. We are now being helped by Irish ambulance service. Reports of people being treated in car parks, looking really bleak, and 6-week lockdown from Boxing Day. Yeah. Zoe, I mean, I don't know if Zoe Agnew's here, but if you see this, Zoe, I hope your trip to Northern Ireland is going to be all right, whether you're going to get there earlier and stay there for longer. Oh, excuse me. Someone else at the door. See if someone else appears. Anyone else? Anyone else? Right, I've got to deal with British Gas who've got to fix something. Shall we come back in 10 minutes? Shall we do a part 2? Should we do a part 2? Or I finish this completely? Should we do a part 2? Yeah, let's do a part 2. All right, we'll have 2 coffee moanings this morning. I'll be back literally in 15 to 20 minutes. All right, go and grab another coffee.